shame, go build yourself a cardboard house. Dumelang Lesedi Tokozani. Hello everyone and welcome to the 101 sessions with Gogo Musore, and I'm your host Gogo. I'm giving you guys tips, lessons and teachings on everything spirituality. Okay, so today is tarot card reading day. It's our weekly pick a card reading, and today's pick a card is timeless as always. It is what is the message from your loved one in heaven. Okay, so we have 3 piles. So I am going to show you guys these 3 piles right now. Let me adjust the camera really quickly so you guys can see them. Okay, all right, so here are the piles. Here's pile number 1, the beautiful turquoise stone representing pile number 1. For those of you guys who resonate to pile number 1, this is the pile that you'll be taking. The middle pile is represented by the what is that? I forgot the name of the stone. The beautiful blue stone over here. I forgot what it's called. Yeah, so it represents pile number 3. Okay, and pile number 2. Okay, it's pile number 2, and pile number 3 is represented by this beautiful jasper stone. This is actually my favorite stone. I do not leave the house without this beautiful stone. It represents pile number 3. So what I'm gonna ask you guys to do is take a deep breath. You can think about the person whom you want the message to come from, or you can just be like generally just think of what exactly do your ancestors or your loved ones in heavens have to say to you in this particular point in time. Connect with whichever pile you want to connect with and choose the pile that you connect with the most. You can choose multiple piles. That is okay. It's not a problem. Whichever one works for you. But here are the piles. Remember, this is pile 1. Okay, with the beautiful orange stone, orange yellow stone. Pile 2 with the beautiful blue crystal stone over here, and pile 3 with the jasper stone over here. So take a deep breath. You can pause the video if you want to, just so you can connect with the stone correctly or with the pile correctly. All right, so I am gonna start with pile number 1. Okay, all right, so people who chose pile number 1, this reading is for you. The people who chose the beautiful yellow orange stone over here, this is the message that is coming from your loved ones in heaven. Okay, so the first card that comes out is the oracle. It says wait for important information. So you may be someone who's very impatient right now. You're someone who's very impatient right now, and you are rushing your spirit guides, you're rushing your ancestors, you're rushing the universe to give you answers right now. But what the spirits are saying is that you need to wait for important information. They're asking you to be patient in this particular point in time, because right now it's a very crucial time for you. And my Lord, it's a very crucial time for you. It's a time where you need to center yourself and be patient, so in order to be able to get the information that you need when you're supposed to get it, because you appear to be someone who's impatient a lot, someone who doesn't want to wait, someone who expects answers immediately, and some answers you cannot find them with a snap of a finger. So they're asking you to be patient, they're asking you to wait, because the important things, the important messages, the important information is coming your way very soon, but you need to be ready to receive it. You need to be open to receiving whatever information it is, because it could be something that can be very difficult for you to consume, to take in. So hence that is why they are taking their time to strengthen you, so you can be able to accept, or rather be able to consume whatever information that you're supposed to get. So wait patiently for the important information. They're showing us a picture of a woman here who is actually praying for something. So I see that some of you guys who are in pile number 1, who chose pile number 1, have been praying for something. You have been praying for certain things. You have been praying for answers in certain questions about your lives or maybe your path and whatnot, but you have not been getting the answers that you are asking, the answers to your questions. And right now you're in a point where you're questioning whether your ancestors or your spiritual guides will actually give you the answers. What they're saying, what your loved one is saying, is that you need to wait for the important information. You need to be patient for the important information. It could be information about your history, about the people in your family, about the past that your family had. Whatever it is, wait patiently for it. They know that you're praying for it. They see you praying for it. They are guiding you, and they're trying to alert you, give you signs that you need to be patient as much as you can. So you're someone who's seeing a lot of signs at the moment. You're seeing a lot of spiritual numbers. You're seeing a lot of spiritual signs. Moilo, the ancestors or your loved one in particular is asking you to be patient, to wait for the information that you need to get before moving to the next step, because you're being a bit impatient, and that is something that is not going to work, because they're asking for patience here while they grasp all the information that you need and give it to you the way that it should be given to you. Number 2, we have the water guardian. Connect with your emotions. So you're very impulsive. You're a very impulsive person. And Molo, you are very impulsive. Hence, that is why you are very impatient with the message that you're asking, with whatever it is that you're praying for. But I see that there's a water spirit that is governing you a lot, because you have a water guardian. And this water guardian is asking you clearly to connect with your emotions at this point in time, because they want you to be in a position where when you get everything that you're asking for, when you get all the answers that you're asking for, you can be able to act rationally to whatever questions that you have. So if, let's say, for example, you have a lot of questions for your grandfather or your grandmother for particular things that happened in the past, you will not get the answers right now, because they need you to connect, or rather, connect with your emotions accordingly. So whatever information that you can get, you'll be able to act on it in the right way, in the right manner, because you tend to be very impulsive now and then, and that is something that actually affects your ancestors in terms of them giving you answers. It affects your loved ones in terms of them giving you the answers to whatever question it is that you have. Okay, we also have ignite your passion. Okay, so you're someone who has questions. You're someone who has a lot of, there's just so many things in your life that don't make sense. So many things that you want to make sense of, but you're not really passionate about these things. So they showed us this water spirit, and they showed us prayer. So you might be praying a lot, but not really connecting with your spirits the way that you should be. Not really passionate with what it is that you're asking for. You're just asking for the sake of finding out answers. Well, Lord, they are saying, well, it's not only a matter of you finding answers, but these answers that you will get are going to be the ones that open the doors for you. These answers are the keys for you. So you need to be passionate. So some of them are holding some information from you because they see that you are not ready to take this information and use it for your own beneficial use. So I'm also seeing a fire spirit here. So some of you guys may have a very strong fire spirit with you. Maybe you're from a fire sign. It could be an Aries, because you all know that we Aryan people are very impatient. We're very impulsive. You could be from a fire sign of some sort. So that is why you're unable to have the patience that you need in terms of whatever it is that you're asking for. It could be something that you're asking your ancestors to give you, but it comes to me mostly as information. You are asking for information. You have questions. You have a lot of questions for the loved ones that have passed away, from a specific loved one, and you're not getting the answers that you want. But they're saying, well, for you to get the answers, you need to connect with your emotions first. You need to have passion. You need to be passionate about whatever it is that you're asking about. And once they feel as though you can emotionally grasp whatever it is that they have to give you, then that is when they will give you the answers that you need. Okay? Another one that we have here is gratitude. Okay, so you are this person, you have a lot of questions. There are a lot of things that feel unanswered to you, but you are still not grateful for the things that you have at the moment. And that is why your spiritual guides or your loved ones actually withhold certain things from you. You're not gratitude. Gratituding it. Making up my own lingos now, but you're not fully you get what I mean. You get what I mean. You're not fully embracing what it is that you have at the moment. You are taking a lot of things for granted, and they're asking you to have gratitude in what you have right now, because honestly speaking, until you have gratitude, you will not get what you're praying for. You will not get what it is that you're praying for until you're grateful for what you have right now. So you are someone who's actually looking for more out of life. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But for a person to actually move from one spot to another, you need to actually find yourself in this one spot and be like, you know what? I'm grateful for what I have now. I'm grateful for the information that I have now. I'm grateful for the messages that I'm given now. Okay, and from there onwards, once you are grateful, once they see the gratitude that you have, then that is when they will give you more things from there onwards. Okay, because your emotions towards a lot of things that you have is very negative, and that is something your loved ones are not happy about, and it's something that pushes them away from giving you the answers that you need or the things that you're asking for. Okay? They're saying that you need to focus on what you need to get. Okay, focus on what you want, focus on what you are asking for, focus on what you want. Have passion. It brings us back to the whole ignite your passion part of everything, because you are just wallowing all over the place. You are praying for something while your mind is somewhere else. And once this is the case, then your emotions are not in place. Your emotions are not in tune with what you're asking for. Be in tune with yourself. Be in tune with your inner self. Be in tune with your prayers. And that is where you'll get the answers that you need. Your loved ones want you to be passionate about everything that you want. And you will get the messages and you will get the information that they need to send you at the end of the day. These are crucial messages indeed. But these messages will need you to be in a good emotional state for you to accept them. You have a lot of questions for them, but they will not answer them right now because you are not emotionally ready for them as of yet. You are not emotionally ready for them as of yet, and you are not focusing. So you need to focus on what it is that you really want in order for you to get exactly that. You need to manifest what you want exactly so you can get that. That is a message from your loved ones. And lastly, we have the pillar of light here. It says descent of the star of Isis. Okay, so what this means, once you've actually accepted, or rather once you've actually focused yourself or put your passion in whatever it is that you're asking for, then you'll get everything that you're asking for. You'll get the light at the end of the tunnel. You get the answers that you're asking for. Your spiritual guides, the loved one that you're coming to, the loved one that you're trying to get answers from, will come to you and give you the answers that you need. But you need to be able to connect with your emotions and also be grateful for all the things that they have given you so far, because right now you're being, I don't know how to put this. You're being ungrateful, and they don't like that. Okay. All right. So that is it for pile number 1. These are the messages from your loved ones. Be grateful for what you have right now. We hear your prayers. We hear exactly what you're asking for. But until you're in tune with your emotions and you're passionate enough on what you want and you focus exactly on what you want, manifest what you want exactly, that is where you'll get the answers that you need. Because right now you're just flowing with the wind. You're going wherever the wind is taking you, and that is not how it's supposed to work. Your loved ones will not guide you if you're not in a stable place, if you're not stabilizing yourself to be actually able to receive the messages and the guidance that they want to give you at the end of the day. All right. I was a bit harsh there. Anyways, let's move to pile number 2. People that chose pile number 2, the beautiful blue stone over here. Okay, the light is just making it weird. Okay, the beautiful blue stone over here. Here is the messages from your loved ones in heaven, the ancestors, your spiritual guides. So the first message we have here is harness mystic powers. So you're someone who's actually going through an awakening period. You're going through a very powerful awakening period. And Molo, you're going through this very powerful awakening period. You are getting a lot of an influx of messages, of visions and whatnot, but you're unable to actually understand most of them. Your spirits are actually asking you to harness the power that you have. Ground yourself. Ground yourself at this point in time so you can be able to reach your full capabilities. This is the message that your loved ones have for you. Ground yourself so you can harness the power that they've given to you, because you are someone who's going to change the world. You are someone who's going to save lives. You are someone who is I'm not going to say creative, because that is just too broad, but you're someone who has a future is just booming with a lot of light in it. And for you to actually see this particular future, you need to harness the power that you have inside you. Okay. Secondly, they're saying, feel loved and comforted, Mother Earth. They're also talking about connecting and grounding yourself here. Connect yourself with Mother Earth. And more longer you're connecting yourself with Mother Earth and harnessing the gifts that you have to have a lot of self-love. Because one thing about spiritual awakening is that if you do not learn to love yourself in the process of your awakening, then your awakening will not go well. So love yourself and comfort yourself, because it's not going to be an easy route. The things that you're going to be shown are going to be harsh things. They're going to be difficult things. Some things you will not be able to grasp. Some things you will not be able to accept fully. Né? But at the end of the day, if you can learn to put more effort into yourself as opposed to everyone else around you, then that is where, my Lord, you'll be able to get the power that you need. You'll be able to ground yourself the way that you have to in order to be the best version of yourself at the end of the day. Your ancestors, your angels, your loved ones are saying, what you need to love yourself as much as you possibly can, because you haven't been loving yourself lately. You haven't been giving yourself enough time. You haven't been grounding yourself, and you also need to harness the power that you have. The gift that you have is a very powerful one. It's a very great one, and you're taking it for granted. Yes, you're seeing all these things, all these visions, yet you, at the same time, yes, you can't make sense of them. But as soon as you actually decide to ground yourself, to allow yourself to connect with the spirit, then you will be able to understand everything, and you'll be able to reach your full capabilities in terms of the gift that you are given in this particular point in time. Okay? Resilience. They're saying, well, you need to be very resilient, because you might find that you at this point, because the spiritual awakening process is a very difficult one. It's a very hard one, and I'm not going to lie. And when they're talking about spiritual awakening, we see Mother Earth here in this picture. We see Mother Earth here. And at the same time, they're saying be resilient, because it's never really an easy route. The awakening process is a very difficult one. Things are yet to be revealed to you, things that you've never even expected in your life. Family secrets are about to come out one by one. People's true intentions are about to show themselves, things that will break your heart, and hence that is why they are saying you need to love yourself, because if you keep focusing on other people, you're going to have your heart broken so many times that you will not be able to take it. So be resilient in everything that you're doing right now. Be resilient in harnessing the gift that you have. Have faith in yourself. Do not be that person that when things get tough, you want to give up, because I'm seeing that some of you might be going through a spiritual process, maybe a spiritual awakening process, and some things are just so difficult for you guys that you just want to let go of everything and give up. Your spirit guides are saying that you need to be resilient. You need to be patient. You need to be strong in this point in time in your life, because this is a very crucial time in your life. And if you are strong enough to actually go through this, then you will be able to reach the pinnacles you plan to reach. You'll be able to reach the strength that you're supposed to reach at the end of the day. We have trust. Trust the process, guys. Trust the process. Trust your ancestors. Trust your spiritual guides. Trust your loved ones. There's a specific loved one who may be coming into your dreams and your visions, guiding you, telling you certain things. Trust this person, because this is the person that will be guiding you throughout this entire process, throughout this entire journey that you are taking. And once you have trust in everything, because you can find yourself, or you're maybe that kind of person who doubts a lot of things, who sees things and thinks to yourself, or nah, this can't be it. This can't be about me. Maybe something is wrong here. You might harbor a lot of doubt in yourself. So you need to let go of that doubt and trust yourself. Trust the process and trust your ancestors. Trust your spiritual guides. And by doing so, that is where you will reach the pinnacles you plan to reach, and you will be able to harness the power that you have inside of you, because you have great power. Like I said, your future is booming with a lot of light. It just needs you to be resilient in everything that is going to happen in your life, and you need to learn to love yourself and stop putting others before you, because this is a time for you and you alone. And if you keep focusing on everyone else, you will let this time pass you by, and once it passes you by, you'll never get a chance like this again. Okay, the last message is abundance of surface. So at the end of it all, Once you've done all these things, once you've harnessed your powers, once you've learned to love yourself and focus on yourself, once you've become resilient in the struggles or the journey that you're going to be taking, and once you've actually learned to trust your spirits, trust your loved ones, trust your ancestors, you will receive abundance. You will receive blessings. Like I said, there's a lot of light booming in your life at the end of the tunnel. You will be able to see that with your own two eyes if you're able to do these things that they ask you to do right here. This message is from your ends, from your loved ones. Is mainly them just telling you what, be as strong as you possibly can. And harness the strength and the power that we have given you, because we have given you for a reason. You are the one who's going to break generational curses. You are the one who's going to save lives. You are the one who's going to change your family background. You are the one who's going to change a lot of things in your family for the better. Okay, and once you are able to do all these things that they're asking you to do, once you've learned to trust the process, once you've learned to love yourself, ground yourself, once you've harnessed the power that you are given, and once you have trusted that you are going on the right path, then you will receive the abundance that you clearly deserve, because you are very much deserving of every good thing that is coming your way. Okay, so moving to pearl number 3, the people who were connected with the beautiful, beautiful stone, which, like I said, is my favorite stone, the jasper. This is the reading for you guys, the messages from your loved ones in heaven, the messages from your ancestors and spiritual guides. The first one is the mirror guardian. Take time to reflect. You are busy moving around in circles. You are busy all over the place, but you're not taking time to reflect on yourself and look at yourself and see the person that you are becoming. Take some time to reflect on who you are and who you want to be if you want to be successful in the things that you're doing, because right now you'll find yourself moving in circles a lot, and that will not benefit you in any way whatsoever. Okay, and as they're saying this, they're saying be brave and honest, because with you right now, like I said, you're moving in circles in the moment. You're forgetting your true nature. You're forgetting who you truly are. You are becoming an imposter. You're pretending to be what you're not. And your spirit guides are saying, well, you need to be brave and honest. Okay? You need to be brave and honest. Be brave in everything that is going to come your way, and be honest with yourself and everyone around you. There's no need to pretend to be something that you're not. Reflect on yourself and know who you truly are in order to be able to achieve the things that you want to achieve at the end of the day, because right now you'll be moving in circles constantly without reaching the pinnacles or without reaching the goal that you're trying to reach at the end of the day, because you're not really finding time to know who you truly are. So these are people that are lost in themselves. These are people that are still questioning the path that they have to take. These are people by Longore, they are just moving with the flow. Like, it's cool to move with the flow, but at some point you need to grow up. And this is your time to grow up. This is your time to sit down and reflect on yourself and see what path you really need to take. This is the time for you to actually stop being a child, be brave, and be honest with yourself on what works for you and what doesn't work for you. Move away from toxic environments, toxic places. Be honest with yourself, oh, this is not where I want to be. This is not where I'm supposed to be. Be brave enough to actually let things go. Okay, be brave enough to heal from certain things. That is what your spirits are asking you to do right now. That is what your loved ones are telling you to do right now. And also, they're showing us hunger. You are hungry for a lot of good things to come your way. They're showing us a wolf here, and it's a lone wolf. So you as a person right now, talking about taking time to reflect on yourself and being brave. One thing about you is that you're afraid to stand alone, and it's understandable. Standing alone is very risky on its own, but it's something that you need to do, because your path is yours alone and no one else can take it with you and no one else can take it for you. So this is Moilongore. You need to be able to learn to stand on your own and be your strongest version of yourself. You need to be brave enough to do everything on your own and get the strength that you need, because right now you're depending on a lot of people, and you depending on these people is not benefiting you the way that you wish that it would, and you see that with your own two eyes. Be strong and be brave enough to actually move away from these people. Be honest with yourself. Stop lying to yourself and saying, well, no, this is just me overreacting. Things are gonna get better. Things are gonna be good. You're wasting your time. You're moving in circles. Reflect on yourself and see exactly where it is that you're going, because right now you're not going anywhere. And lastly, the last card is the brother in darkness. Overcoming negative energy with feminine power. See? Where you are right now, you're not going anywhere, because you're not allowing yourself to be brave. You're not allowing yourself to be your true self. You're not allowing yourself to be honest with yourself. You're not allowing yourself to stand on your own 2 feet, to stop being so dependent on everybody. So let go of all those things. So at the end of the day, you can overcome the negative energy that is surrounding you, because you are surrounded by a lot of negative energy, and this negative energy will consume you at the end of the day. You are put in a lot of darkness by so many things that are around you, and until you let these things go, you will not be able to move forward. Until you let these things go, you will not be able to see your true self. You will not be able to see yourself grow. And in this life, your spirit guides are saying that you need to learn to grow. You need to actually be brave enough to allow yourself to grow, because if you do not do that, then you will not go anywhere. Let me check one more card for this people in group number 3. What other message is there for people in group number 3? What other message do you have for us for people in group number 3? Beginnings. There are new beginnings that will come your way once you've overcome all these fears that you have, and once you've let go of all these things that are haunting you. Once you've become honest with yourself, once you've done some self-introspection, self-realization, self-reflection, you will find new beginnings, and these new beginnings will be beautiful ones. This will be beautiful beginnings for you. This will be the light at the end of the tunnel that you've been craving or asking for a very long time. So stop wasting your time on things that are wasting your growth. This is time for you to go and become the better version of yourself. And if you don't take this time, then you'll be stuck in one place for the rest of your life. And that is something that is hurting your loved ones. Your loved ones are looking at you right now, and they are not happy with where you are right now. They're not happy with the person that you are becoming right now. They're not happy with the clone that you are pretending to be. They want you to be yourself. They want you to be you, and they want you to be brave and as honest as you can be with yourself and the people around you. Even if it means you're going to be alone in the whole process, it's fine. Standing alone is part of your growth at the end of the day, because the people that you started the journey with will not be the ones that you end the journey with. At the end of the day, you will have to be alone. You will have to stand alone and move away from the darkness that you've put yourself in, because of the people that are in your surroundings, because of the things that are in your surroundings, because of the toxic environments that you're putting yourself in. And once you let these things go, all of them go, then this is where new beginnings will come. So there's this thing coming to me based on career. So you might find out there's someone out there who's in a very bad environment in terms of work. You're in a very bad work environment, and you're just so afraid to let go of this place. You're not brave enough to walk away from this particular place. But they're saying that this is your time. This is your message from the spirits, that this is your time to move from that particular place and start a new beginning. A beginning that will actually harvest or manifest a brighter life, or a brighter ending for you, or a brighter future for you. Because right now, where you are is not where you're supposed to be, and you're moving in circles. And as long as you keep doing this to yourself, you will not grow. You will not be the person that you're supposed to be. You will not be the person that you're destined to be. Okay, so that is it for today's tarot card reading. You guys should let me know which card you resonated with on the comment section, and we'll have another pick a card reading next week. I hope you guys have a beautiful one. Takozani, bye bye.
She's the best you'll ever have, blinded by the words you say. Tattoo high beneath the shades, never speak those what they say. A broken crying ginger pain.